Hi everybody, how are you? I just wanted to come on because and talk because yeah, I'm going through something right now and it's really opening my eyes to a lot of things as happens. Um I wanted to do this video because by the off chance that you find it and that it makes a difference for you, that's worth it to me. And um so I have a young cousin. He's 23, and he was going through a hard time. I didn't know about this. I'm in New York. He's in Canada, where I'm originally from, and I didn't know about. I didn't know he was going through a hard time. Um, and he stay with me. It's just kind of hard. I'm not really sure what I'm saying, but I will get. I will get to the point. I will get through this. So he was going through a hard time, and he tried to hang himself on Monday at a hospital while in detox. And they found him, and they resuscitated him, and he's been on life support. And it's just so much has come up, when I think about, like, with my work, clearing people's energy, I really do talk to people about, like, the worst stuff that they're afraid of, their worst fears. I've heard people talk about wanting to kill themselves. I think that it's something that we're not comfortable talking about, and I get that, but, like, I think that it's important that we do, because the more we push things away, that's how negative energy works. It's like it doesn't want you to ever see it. It doesn't want you to talk about it. It doesn't want you to acknowledge that it's negative or shine any light whatsoever on it. It really thrives in the darkness, of course. So, like, it made me realize, for one, that if somebody is talking about that kind of thing, it's like take it seriously, for one. And number two, I don't think we should make that kind of thing so secretive. I don't think we should be afraid of it. Right away, I have a 26-year-old brother, and it's a cousin that's close to his age, and I wanted to talk to him right away and tell him that's not an option for you. Like, I think kids need to hear that. Like, that's not an option for you. Okay. That's not an option. Just because someone else did that, and you might be upset about it, I don't want you to think that that is an option. It's not. And he told me that he heard one time or something like that, that people who attempt suicide and they survive always, like, are so glad that they lived, and so what suicide is about, energetically speaking, I see energy. I work clearing negative energy. I'm so blessed to be able to do that for myself, for other people. I do it at a distance, I can do it across the world even. It's incredible. And what that is the desire to be free from negative energy, because when you die, whether it's through suicide or through anything else, what happens is you release all the negative energy instantly, because what negative energy is negative beliefs. Okay? And when you die, you see things from the bigger picture, from God's perspective, and that is the truth. And so negative beliefs are fear, which are illusions. And so when we're on earth, we can have lots of those inside of us because we can't see God's perspective. We can only see our perspective. So we see a lot of things that aren't real, or we assume a lot of things, I mean, that aren't actually true. And then when you die, you see things from God's perspective and you go, oh, I can see the truth. Oh, and then you let all the negative energies out of you because you don't believe them anymore. They can only be in you while you are currently believing them. So the desire to die is the desire to be free from negative energy. And why this really upsets me is because this is one thing that I'm here to bring to the world. And if I have like someone in my family, it's upsetting. You know, it makes me feel like I need to talk more openly and more freely and more powerfully about everything I know, because the truth is negative energy can dissolve. I dissolve it in my sessions. That's what I do. It's like, it's just possible. And everything I talk about on this channel is about how to do that. And why am I talking about that? Because we don't need to kill ourselves to feel better. We don't need to die to feel better. We don't need to die to go to heaven. Heaven on earth is possible, and it's just having clearer energy. That's what it is. And we need God, though. Like I need God desperately. Desperately. It's just the way it is, you know, because we are fallible. We're weak as humans. Sometimes we're strong, but we're also weak, you know, and we can't see things from the bigger picture perspective. And my cousin definitely was in that place where it's like, felt like there was no way out. And I personally have been in that place when I was around the same age, 21. I was really going through a hard time. I felt like there really might not be a way out. I think around that age you start to feel that way, because up until that age you might be thinking things are going to get better, and then when you're that age you're like, well, if things aren't better by now, I don't know, I don't want to keep going through this. I was put on a lot of medication. I had chronic Lyme disease, which caused a lot of mental symptoms. And I was misdiagnosed with all kinds of things that weren't correct. And it was very hard. And I was put on medication, different medications. And I remember just being heartbroken and feeling so alone in my dorm room at college. And I just put all the medication in my mouth and I went to the bathroom and I was just going to take it. It was like, yeah, I'm like over this. You know what I mean? Like, so I've been there. What stopped me was the thought of my mom, because I knew, it's like sometimes when you feel like there's no one in the world, I'm blessed that I had that thought, that I knew for sure that my mom would be not okay. And I just couldn't do that to her. So she really saved my life. And I told her that story this week after this happened with my cousin. I told her that story. I was like, yeah, I've been there. You know, I know what that feels like. And if you're watching this, maybe you know what that feels like. Or maybe you've heard somebody talking about something and you're concerned about them. And I saw something on Facebook the other day, a girl named Zoe, who made a Facebook post and basically said goodbye, and then she killed herself. And this post went viral and I happened to see it and I was just like, wow, like here's another person who, like a young person too. It's just so hard. And I know that, you know, I'm not a psychotherapist. I'm not I don't have degrees in psychotherapy or psychology or anything like that. But what I do have is the ability to see energy and to talk about energy. And I think if young kids are killing themselves when they have psychological resources and knowledge available to them, there is something missing. Because I was one of those kids. I just happened to survive, you know. It's the truth. Like I went to everybody, counselors. I took the medication from psychiatrists. I went to everybody. I did everything they said, and still I could definitely have killed myself. So like there's something missing in that case, you know what I mean? And I believe that the missing piece is understanding energy, the energy world, and that when you have something telling you to kill yourself, it's really important that you know that negative energy targets people with the most light. Negative energy tries harder. I've experienced this. Luckily, since that almost suicide attempt, I never felt like doing it again. I think that scared me, and I think it is true. You when you snap out of it, you're really freaked out about what you could have done, and you wake up the next day and you go, I might not have woken up today, and then you feel like, I used to even like kind of call myself dead girl walking. Like for real, I was like, I could have definitely not been here. Um, Actually, I'm just remembering now, when I was 23, I also had strong urges to throw myself out of a window while doing a travel study in Montreal. I was up high and I kept thinking about it. Like, so it is terrifying. If you're in that place, I just want to tell you, on the other side of that, if you just wait and listen to the things I'm saying, hopefully this helps too. I mean, when I think about that stuff, I'm like, it's terrifying. It's terrifying. I'm so proud to be where I am. I would never have wanted to end up, whatever that medication would have done to me. It probably would have been a really painful death, or I don't know if it even would have killed me. It just would have been terrible though. It would have been, can you imagine? Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't even imagine. And then, or ending up squashed on the ground. Like, oh, it's just terrible, to think about. And to do that to yourself. And I am very proud to be alive. So proud. And when you survive those kind of urges, you carry them as a badge of honor. Even if people don't know that about you, you know that about you. It gives you a strength, that you made it. You're here. Like, you could have not been here. You know what I mean? It should be it should give you a lot of pride. It takes a lot of strength. And actually, one time a priest said to me in confession, I think I said these things in confession one time, and I had a really great priest. You'll be amazed at the wonderful people who show up on your way to help you, because God is on your side. I know that. God is stronger. The light is stronger than any darkness. I know that. I can say that from being in those places and coming through them. I know that. That is the truth. And you will be glad you survived. You will. And it will get better. It's the nature of life. It's a journey, and the downs, you don't always stay down. Trouble don't last always. It's very, very true. Change is gonna come. And negative energy is not the truth. It's not natural to you. It's not part of you. It does target people who have a lot of light. And a priest said that to me one time, and it really stuck with me. He said, a lot of saints, I hope this removes any guilt that you might feel if you have felt this way. A lot of the saints have felt suicidal. A lot of the saints. Can you imagine a lot of saints? We don't think of saints as going through stuff like that, but it's because when you have a lot of light, you have so much to give. You have something really special. And I know I've been changing people's lives with my work. I never even knew I would be somebody like that, but here I am. I'm helping people heal, helping people get rid of trauma, helping people heal physically, helping people overcome struggles in their life that they've been going through for years. And it's like, when they get their energy cleared, they're like back to who they were. It's such an amazing gift for me to be somebody like that for other people, and the reason why I have so much compassion is because I've been through so much. And you do feel so good about yourself when you survive things, even if it's things that are going on inside of you. You do feel very proud of that. And negative energy, whether you're feeling suicidal or you're just feeling down on yourself, it targets people who are powerful, who have a lot of light, who have gifts, and you're meant to bring those gifts into the world, and it doesn't want you to. And what negative energy is nothing. It is an absence of the light. It doesn't have power. You guys, why does it have to target you? Why is it trying to control you? Why is it trying to tell you to get rid of yourself to put your own light up? Because it can't. It's so important that you know that. It doesn't have power. I don't care how depressed you are, how sad you are, how suicidal you are, it is never going to be able to touch you because you are made of God's light. It can't, it has to manipulate you and get you to do something that it wants to do. And what it wants to do is destroy you. But God already overcame all the negative energy. Jesus already overcame every negative frequency on the cross. That's why the resurrection is such a big deal. Energetically, he overcame all the negativity. And I had a vision of the resurrection a few years ago. It was instant. It is like everything we love about pop culture. It was just like the comeback energy. And it was so instant. It shocked me. I was like, how is that possible? He was back and it was all overcome that fast. And because he overcame it, what we deal with now is just an illusion. It's just literally, it has no power. He literally overcame it. His energy is the resurrective energy. It's a light purple energy, and it is very real. It's very present. If you ask it for help, if you just even try to connect it or think about it or whatever, open up to it even a little bit, he'll show up for you because he created you, because you are in a process of resurrection. That's what we're all doing. We're all in a process of resurrection. There's the old you, just like my story. I'm talking about the old me. I'm not there anymore. You know, how is that possible that I'm not there anymore? It's through the power of the resurrection. When I understood that it's already done, it means that I'm already healed. It means that you're already healed. It means that the real version of your life, the high energy version of you, that's the real you. It's not something you want to be. It's who you are. The things that make you feel high energy, the dreams that you have, that's not your dream. That's your real life. That's who you really are. Because if you have clearer energy and like literally who you are, your true identity is positive energy only. Any negative energy can clear. And we all have layers of negative energy inside of us. I work on myself still every day. But the clearer you get, the more you manifest that version of your life. And it's a combination, I find, of clearing your energy or finding, even learning about energy education, something I'm passionate about. That's why I have this channel. Obviously you can, if you want to work with me, I recommend that, of course, if you're feeling pulled to do that. I feel like it's a soul calling. But and I'll put my link in the description if you want to schedule a free consultation with me. But it's also about understanding these concepts. It's so important, you know, to understand that if you feel something pushing you or pulling you to do something to hurt yourself, that's not on your side. That's trying to control and manipulate you, because you are the light, because you do have power. And number 3, it's trying to put your light out because you're so fucking powerful, because you're a fucking threat to the darkness. It's like you're pissing it off. So when you see it that way, it starts to make it clearer what's going on, right? It's not that you need to die to get rid of it. It's that it is the problem. It's not you that's the problem. It's not your life that's the problem. And it's not ever going to stay that way. Negative energy is not naturally part of you. You can be inundated by it, but it can be cleared in an instant. How you get rid of negative energy, what I would recommend is definitely to pray, definitely to ask. And I know sometimes even in prayer we can feel like it's not working. I've been in those places. It can feel really scary. But know that even if you don't feel God, he hears you. Even if you don't feel a difference, he hears you. Pray to your guardian angel too. Ask your guardian angel. I do this every day because I see energy and I see the negativity trying to like get at me. I pray to my guardian angel every day. Protect my energy. It can be that simple. All you have to do is ask. They are powerful. They're more powerful than us, you know, like we're powerful, but that's their job. You know, that's why they're there. You have to ask though. You have to ask like you would ask a person. Ask them to guard your energy. Ask them to take negative energy out of you. Ask them to maybe lead you to the right person to help you. That might be me. Ask them to give you answers. And if you can, like I do recommend going to church and getting the Eucharist if you can. I know that that's a Catholic thing, but like, you know, eating the body of Christ, that's very powerful. It is. Energetically, it's very powerful. I think that we need, when it comes to something like this, I think that we do need God. I know that people can be interested and lots of different things for healing, and it's all wonderful. I love crystals. I love, I love, Jesus actually told me to get a candle tonight. I love that. It's feminine energy, it's presence, it's beautiful. These things are so beautiful, all the ways that we can support ourselves. But God, we really need God. He is our strength when we feel like we don't have strength. It's like, and even if you don't believe in God, I saw a few videos here on YouTube that were so great. They were in the shorts, and it was grown men talking about how they didn't believe in God, but they talked to God anyway. They said, I don't believe in you, but, and they, told him all these things, and he did these incredible things for him. I feel like, I hope that, whatever I'm trying to get through to you that you need to hear, I hope it's coming through me from him. I want you to know that these things are, negative energy is just not, again, it doesn't have power. It doesn't have any power. The light is the power. Your light is the power. And another really powerful thing that you can do to battle negative energy besides prayer and asking is facing fear. If you will face your fear, I know that changed my life. If you start facing your fears, you will have less anxiety. You will have less depression. You will feel more powerful. You don't need to take drugs and do alcohol to feel a rush in life. You can feel a rush from facing your fears, big or small. You don't have to face a big fear. Face a small fear. Even if it's a little, something little, it can really show you how powerful you are over any negativity that's trying to control you. It's just trying to hold you back. And your life will change when you start doing that. And yeah, energy education, understanding these things, binge my videos here. I'm talking about all kinds of stuff all the time, how to get rid of negative energy. I'm just trying to think if there's another piece of advice I'd give you for combating negativity in these moments. There's an exercise that I always recommend to my clients, and that's you write down the negative belief, because negative energies, when it feels like it's surrounding you, it wants you to feel confused and overwhelmed. It doesn't want you to get clinical and specific with it. If you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're having suicidal thoughts, write down the negative belief. Write it down. If you will be able to feel and hear even the negative voices and the negative beliefs. Negative energy is negative beliefs, you guys. That's what it is. They are specific negative beliefs. So write them down. Why that works is because you're taking it out of the category of truth and putting it into a different category, which is, this is a negative belief, which means that you're acknowledging that it's not actually the truth. Negative energies can only be in you and affecting you when you're believing they're true. Oh, you're not good enough. Oh, it's not going to get better. You should kill yourself, blah, blah. Write them down and look at them and see that they are negative beliefs. Energetically, negative beliefs are never true 100% of the time. Even if you can't see why, remember, from God's perspective, you would see why if you could see that. And then you can write beneath it 10 reasons why that's not actually true. And as you do that, I swear to you, the energy comes out of you, because you can only have the negative belief in you while you're currently believing it. So you write down 10 reasons why this potentially is not true. By the time you get to the 10th reason, you're going to look at it and you go, oh yeah, like I don't really believe that as much. Like I can see why this is not true. I'm not good enough. Well, God created me. That's one reason I'm probably good enough. And there's someone in my life who told me that, all these good things about me. Okay. And then you go through and you get 10 reasons, and you will literally start to, I've seen it, looks like shadows and ghosts that come out of you. It's really real. So the less you believe negative beliefs, the more clear your energy gets, and the more you start to see clearly. And that's the other thing about negative energy. It blocks your perspective. And that's why you feel like you have no other choice sometimes than to do something horrible to yourself, because you literally can't see, but you're not seeing the truth in those moments. Okay? I feel like I have to end this video by saying, if you do feel suicidal, tell somebody. Because again, you're not seeing clearly. You will regret doing anything. And if you're meant to go, God will, he will, it won't be you who does it. Okay? Life is precious. And tell somebody, I don't care who it is. Tell someone you trust, though. Tell someone that you believe will have a compassionate response. And even just by telling one person, you're helping to make yourself safer, because it's like you need somebody who is there for you and who's watching out for you and can help you work through these things. And I hope this video helped you. I know even if you don't have a compassionate person, there's a hotline, so I'll put that in the description. And I really just want you to hear me, please hear me, that you matter. You really matter. If you're feeling surrounded by negative energy, it's 'cause you matter. And trust me, life is so incredible. It has ways of surprising us. God loves you very much. He created you to be exactly who you are. You have so many gifts inside of you that are unique and special to you. And what I saw with my cousin this week is my family has been gathering around him. They came, they flew, everybody, you know, gathering around him. My mom told me today there were 30 family members around him on life support. So much love for him that he didn't even realize. So it's really sad to think that there are probably a lot of people who would be around your bed too if that happened to you, and you don't need to be in that state in order to know that that's the truth, right? If you think about if something happened to you, who would care? I bet there's a lot of people. And situations are temporary, you know. It doesn't matter how bad it might feel, a breakup or someone who is rejecting you or something that went wrong, even something with your family. It all changes, you know, and you're just going to get stronger because of it. You're going to feel so proud of yourself for getting through that. So I hope that I can be somebody who helps to inspire you. I hope that this inspired you. And in solidarity with my cousin who is fighting for his life right now, I really hope that his story can save your life, and that would be an honor. So thank you for watching. Thank you for watching my channel. I hope this helped you. If you have questions about anything I said, please let me know. I'll put my email in the comments, and you can also comment. I'll see your comment. Thank you so much. Lots of love, you guys. I love you. Bye.